Yeah. Permission to speak. Yeah. Permission to speak. Yeah. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Really. Yeah. Permission to speak. Permission to what? Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Freely permission to speak. Permission to speak. Freely.
It said top Usher song, but you can't say like Confessions, You Make Me Wanna, none of I guess like the super popular shit. So we can top Usher song. That one that you like to go to when I'm trying to get some act right.
Oh, an Usher song.
Usher song.
To get some act right?
Yeah. We just put it
First one that's coming to my mind. Can you handle it?
Hey!
And you'll go there, baby, with you.
Yeah, that's shit, man.
Hey, that was a non-skip album.
Oh,
too.
Man, what? That shit came out, I was in the 8th grade. We was all prime losing virginities and shit. It was, hey, Usher did that. The whole generation of virginities lost. Lost, nigga.
While your mama at work.
8th, 9th, 10th grade, nigga. If you was in there, like, yeah, you lost your virginity to that Confessions album. More than likely.
More than
likely, man. That was something going on that was hot on the internet yesterday. Mika actually brought it to me like, babe, what's the top of Usher song? But you can't say this, you can't say that. Superstar.
Sometimes I gotta drive.
No, not that.
But I don't.
That's we Superstar. I'll be your groupie, baby.
Oh,
yeah, same album.
My superstar.
Yeah, same album. So I think same album. This is why you said that's a no skip album because all the songs we just mentioned is on that same album, from Seduction to Can You Handle It to Superstar to was it I Can't Believe It? Oh, I can't believe it. You came just in time when I need it.
Maybe.
Come follow. It's called Follow Me. Come follow me. Come follow me.
Oh yeah. Towards the end, like track 12.
Good. Yeah. That was like the last joint, man. That album, bro. Confessions.
No skip.
Confession. No skip. Man. That beautiful shit, man. Yo, we back again, man. Permission to speak freely. We in here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Once
sir.
Again,
yes, sir.
The highest, Chief Ali, and lay low the most, Jesus' baby brother.
Yeah. So you anointed like a motherfucker,
hey man,
bro.
you don't mess with me. I'm gonna call my brother.
You anointed like a mother, man. And my apologies to those who listen. My guy, Cuss, he created all things, so you might hear me.
Chief of heathen.
I'm heaven's heathen.
You just gotta accept it.
Yeah, man. You want me on your team.
Chief is like it's like Kevin from Home Alone. It's always getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? The whole family seem to have some type of gripe with him. But at the end of the day, fucking hero.
I'm the glue that holds these motherfuckers together. Goddamn
Hero.
I am Michael Jackson, and them niggas is the Jackson 5. All right? Get in line, because your solo career might not be that motherfucking great.
They can't hit that rope out like you can.
You can sell 50 years off of me, nigga. You let me continue to be the star. But you try to not play your role, nigga. Now you gonna be the Temptations. Keep on trucking, baby.
Hey, man, hey.
Everybody got to try to do their own thing. You was shy for a little bit, but it ain't nothing like the group.
Like Keep On Trucking was a good song.
They really was,
On the
man.
list. On the list for sure, man. But we here, man. How the week been, man? How you feeling?
Hey, man, my week has been good.
Yeah.
I'm sitting this week at a healthy 8.8, which is my natural. I feel like that's my
You're above
neutral.
your average. Yeah.
I'm above the average.
You, I think last time I was listening, man, you said you were at 8.3.
Which episode?
A couple episodes ago, you was at 8.3.
Because I think I was coming up. 8.3 was it's probably but I know I was like a 6.5, 6.7, which is low for me.
Yeah, but it's like low for you, but it's average. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
It's average.
We like to be high.
I got a natural high, bro. They
Yeah,
call it
for sure.
ADHD.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
I call it having a high engine.
Yeah, we like
That's
to be
it.
up there for sure.
But week has been very refreshing, man. Been getting back moving of getting like home chores done.
Yeah.
Been dusting off my tool bag, man. We got the investment property, so I've been over there doing those things.
Solid.
Man, I was doctoring up some stuff in the house, man. I had to go ahead and drill a little hole into the ceiling so I can put the I forgot what it's called. But
Chandelier outlet.
Yeah, I had to put the chandelier up, but I had to actually put a hole because I had like just wires coming through. I had to put a
pancake
hole.
box.
Yeah, I had to put one of them joints up in there. I forgot what it's called though, but I had to drill a little hole up in there.
The little metal plate.
Not the metal plate.
Oh, okay.
It's I can't remember what it is, man. That's been a long time, but I know what I did.
Yeah.
When I put I forget what the C. I can't remember what the name is, but I had to put the box up in there, screw the little things in for the drywall so the hold. Then I put the some new light fixtures up. So that made me feel like, oh yeah, I got this shit. I've been doing it. But it started making me doctor up stuff for the house. Started making me clean out stuff for the garage. And I'm a huge out with the old, in with the new.
Yeah.
My
garage is a mess.
Hey man, I come and help you, bro.
I gotta get that together.
I come and help.
It takes, but I tell you what, in my neighborhood though, they started doing a bulk day every week, not just once a month. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's a but. You can only put like 4 items out there at a time. It might be more than that. I think it's like 6 or 7. But you can't just put I can't just put my whole garage out there in one day, and everything ain't trash. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I say to Gage, just put it all out there and let them choose what they get.
I gotta take that shit back. They gonna give me a ticket. They gonna give me a ticket. Like, hey, man, you gotta put this shit back. That happened to us, man.
Pull it back.
When we first, I ain't bringing all that shit back, bro. First, okay, listen. So the bulk stuff. Let me tell you what happened to me when we first moved in. We threw out all of the appliances. Okay. Now, what I didn't know is that when you put out a refrigerator to be taken away by the city, you got to snatch the doors off. I didn't know that.
Okay.
I'm new. You have to take the doors off. I don't know why they scared the raccoon gonna come out. You know why?
I know why.
Okay. I would love to know.
Years ago, refrigerators were only able to be open from the outside. When you would sit the refrigerator on the curb and kids would play, they'll go on the inside and get stuck and suffocate or die. Couldn't get out. Wasn't no way to push it like now. As a kid who used to play in the refrigerator, like I was a strange child. Sorry, but we would do that. We would. That was one of the things, man. And I actually saw it on TikTok. Just one of them like Snapple facts. Did you know?
Wow, I had no idea. Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. And I was gonna ask the question, like, why not take it? It might be a kid in there.
I mean,
So I put the whole refrigerator out there. They didn't take it. I called. They're like, "Oh, did you have the doors off?" No, I'm novice like a mug to this. I have no idea, the rules of throwing out, big shit. So the next week, I got the doors off. I put it back on the lawn. They don't take it. Like, yo, what is going on? I had so much. I'm talking, we threw out a bunch of stuff from the house that came with the house: the refrigerator, the stove, the dishwasher, interior door, just throwing all of this stuff out. And I'm having no idea why they're not taking my stuff. So what I did the next time is I put the stuff on the front tree lawn instead of the side where I put just a regular trash.
You do got the corner lot.
The corner lot.
Big boss.
Now imagine me taking a whole bunch of stuff. My house, a whole bunch of stuff out of my garage, lugging it to the front of the house.
Yeah.
And then having to take it back. I'm not taking that shit back.
They got to dolly all that
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I
a nice
did with the
little-
last refrigerator. I dollied it, had to put it in the street because the street smoother than the sidewalk. Dollied it on to the front, made sure the doors was off, you know, because now I knew the rules. I had experience with throwing out a refrigerator.
Yeah. Will they pick up like stoves or dishwashers,
pick it up.
couches?
And then on the flip side, you throw out stuff like that, scrappers be coming through.
Yeah,
They know
for sure.
every city's trash day and the scrapper. They come through with their pickup trucks. And I put that refrigerator out there about 4 p.m. By the time my wife got home, like 6, refrigerator was gone. I have no idea.
it wasn't gonna last. It wasn't gonna make it.
Because this was a LG refrigerator, stainless steel joint, you know what I'm saying? But it was old. When we first got the house, we needed a refrigerator. And granted, we threw out the one that came with the house because it was an older, you know, regular little, like, you know, apartment refrigerator.
Right.
We wanted something, you know, a little more. So we bought it. My wife found it on Marketplace for $400. Went on and grabbed that joint, and we had it for 4 years. So it served its purpose. That refrigerator served its purpose, man. But it started going out. The door wouldn't like seal. You would go to get some milk out of the refrigerator in the morning. There'll be a bunch of condensation. She's like, what's this shit closed?
If
You like gotta push it to make it close.
If you a parent with kids,
Yeah.
and all this, well, that's the only way you become a parent. You know.
That's a fact.
You can marry into some kids, you know, but you know, if you have children, man, you done probably woke up with one in that refrigerator and that beer hot into the
man.
condensation.
Gotta throw the milk out.
They ain't close it, man. So it's you need that seal, bro.
Yeah.
You need that good seal on that door.
Need that for sure, man. But that's my story with the refrigerator. So the garage gonna get cleaned out. That's the point of this whole thing. The garage gonna get cleaned out.
Hey, man.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna start next week, man. I'm gonna take a couple things up there to get tossed out.
That'll be in addition to your man cave.
Yeah, because I told you, man. I'm, you know, possibly, maybe, I may move out to the garage. If I can get it right, I gotta insulate the garage. It's not insulated at all. It'd be cold as shit in there. I gotta get some drywall up there, insulate the inside, throw the drywall up there. It's only 2 exterior walls. Well, 3 if you count the doors, but the doors themselves are insulated, but they only keep out so much air.
Yeah.
But,
Draft.
You know, because the garage connected to the house. So just that back wall and then that side, if I can insulate those and get some drywall up there, get it cleaned up, maybe get somebody to come through, do some epoxy on the floor, throw beads and shit out, you know.
Now,
should
speaking
be
of
fly.
that, man, first off, I think that'd be fly shit.
Yeah.
But the project that when it comes to the garage floors, I was thinking of the same thing as you, getting like mine pitted, my garage floor pitted on that
mine
side.
too, man.
So I was thinking either call the people out that come in, like even it out, they just poured like the little self leveler in there, or I was looking on Amazon like bonding the garage floor squares and putting them in there. Which
Garage
is,
floor square?
they got some like garage floor squares that you like. They like, you know how you got the gym floors?
Yeah.
They got it. They like
Like
that
the mats,
tough. Mhm.
kind of puzzle them together.
Mhm. That type of material. You can get the color. You can get your emblem in there. You can get it to say stuff. So I was looking like, hey, this might be the way to go. Instead of saying it might be cheaper compared to going to go pay maybe $2,000 for them to come and do the, you know, concrete, put the sprinkles in there and shit.
Yeah.
When you can get some flooring. They got the sprinkles on it.
Yeah.
You might pay like $700-800 for
Right,
the, you know,
right.
for the square footage or whatever.
I might have to look into that too.
I'll send you some stuff, man.
Thanks for that.
I was trying to cut costs, man. So home improvement stuff has been one of them things that we always discuss, man. That's 1%, 5%, and 10% problems. Okay, owning things come with owning things, man.
That's a fact, Jack.
All right. But I love doing housework on the crib, man. That shit is therapeutic to me, and it's like an art of my skill at a home, man. Made me go back and feel like Tim the Two Man Taylor on some home TV type stuff, man.
That's what.
Who had a very supportive wife.
Yeah, for sure.
She was very supportive.
Yeah, she be throwing shade though.
But what wife don't?
Have you watched Home Improvement lately? It's like the last 5 years.
Nah.
Do so. It's gonna be even more hilarious to you. It was funny when we was kids. That was my big brother favorite show. We all had like our favorite one. His was like Home Improvement and Cops. My sister's was Fresh Prince. Mine was Family Matter. but I forgot what I forgot what I was saying, bro. But oh yeah, Home Improvement. When you watch it as an adult, especially when you own property and shit, he'll be doing shit in the house. Okay, I think season 1, episode 1, the dishwasher wasn't working right, man. So, man, this nigga Tim hooked up like some goddamn nitro tanks to the dishwasher. He's like, "Oh, honey, it's gonna clean it like crazy. Must torque so the water, you'll never wash a dish again in your life." Got this shit hooked up under the sink, all kind of tanks and pressurizers and fucking meters and shit. It's like, nigga, it's a dishwasher.
It's a dishwasher.
Man, he gonna turn that shit on. That shit. He like, yeah. Man, that shit missile blow out the back of the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? I died laughing, man. Cause that trial and error be part of it.
Yeah, man.
And if Tim the Tool Man Taylor can mess up, damn it, I can mess up too.
Yeah, if you ain't never installed a dishwasher, knock out the drain plug to the garbage disposal if it ain't already out before you do it, because
Tell us a story.
I learned the hard way, man. So, Freedom Speakers, thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Permission to Speak Freely podcast. I am your host, the highest Chief Ali, and I'm here with my bro host, the most, lay low the most.
Yeah.
So, on one of my home improvement ventures, I had wanted to update some things in our home. One being the dishwasher and one being the garbage disposal. So, went to local Home Depot, and that's my preferred store. Shout out to Home Depot. I worked at Home Depot and Lowe's. Shout out to those both of them establishments. But that being said, when I upgraded and updated the garbage disposal and dishwasher at my home at the same time, I'm pretty crafty, pretty DIY kind of guy. Yeah. So I got everything hooked all the way up, and I'm looking for leaks, and I'm looking for this, and I done put my little putty around I put a drain in there, put a little seal in there, little plumber's putty, and I'm proud of myself. I got the big dog.
The Moen joint.
I got it was 198, 5-6 horsepower. I got the big dog.
Mika was mad at me because I like to do shit right, man. You know? But go ahead.
Yeah. So I didn't do shit right, like not fully. Okay, so I had everything hooked up, but one of the things that I did not do was knock out the drain plug for the garbage disposal that allows like the back pressure, the black flow and all that to go, or to drain out. Yeah,
for it to go into your disposal, Yeah.
Man, I'm washing the load in the dishwasher, like, oh yeah.
It's on.
Yep, look at that. You see how smooth that shit is? The other one was antique, you know what I'm saying? It still worked, but it was antique.
Had a funny smell when you opened.
That being said, when the water started hitting the flow, because it had to go somewhere.
Water got to go somewhere.
And this is when you start reading instructions, your manual, all kind of shit. So, 4 gallons per wash is what's used in your dishwasher. In average dishwashers, that's just 4 gallons of water swishing around. So people be like, "Oh, I'm reading." Them kids that run that motherfucking bathroom,
right? Yeah, for sure.
Balance out what you want.
Yeah,
but the water had to go somewhere. That shit started spilling all on the floor. I'm trying to dry it up with all the towels. Now we arguing about where the fucking towels at. I'm like, why we ain't got no order some towels? You ordering everything else but towels. Order towels. A mop head ain't gonna get this up.
Trying to deflect,
man. But it take me back to even before we go.
Use the white towel.
Take me back before we even get to the water on the floor. We had to go get a dishwasher from Home Depot, and I'm driving an Audi A6.
Oh man.
And that's got an Audi Q3. If you don't know those cars, you can't put no goddamn appliance in there with 2 kids. So, bro, that was one of the gripes with having one of those luxury cars of like, I'm a craftsman DIY type of guy. Nigga, I can't put no motherfucking kitchen cabinets in this bitch.
I need AWD.
So, that being said, man, water spilling everywhere. We trying to clean up all the water. I'm reading the manual of what's going on. What the fuck? Is it leaking? I even got it set out on the floor in the middle of the kitchen, letting it run. I'm like, man, this is probably leaking in the back. Nah. Then knock the motherfucking drain out. And the backflow all through that bitch.
Yeah.
Warped up our kitchen floor, mad as fuck about it. The water had to go somewhere. And I did it like 3 times until I read in that manual. Before you get started, don't forget to knock out this drain plug.
If you're connected to a dishwasher.
If you're connected to a dishwasher.
Yeah, if you're not connected to a dishwasher, do not knock out the drain plug. That's why it's there.
And you got to hit that bitch hard.
Yeah. You take a screwdriver with a hammer.
Yep. Pop that chisel that bitch, man.
And you could either, they say, like, you can grind it up if you want to, or stick a hand there and pull it out. I'm like, I'm pulling this shit out.
Hey, man. Like,
plastic and shit all in.
I watched too many horror movies as a kid where just electronics malfunction.
Too much Home Improvement.
Yeah, man.
Check out Home Improvement, man. Please. As an adult, do yourself a favor, man. This week, 5 episodes.
I will.
That's 2.5 hours.
22
episodes.
minutes per episode because it's TV.
For sure.
It's TV.
For sure, yeah. So just do that, man. You're going to be like, yo, this shit. When you're going to understand the dad more now.
Mm-hmm.
We used to watch this shit as a kid. You know what I mean? So you used to be little Timmy.
Yeah, you looking at it from Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, right. Yeah, them niggas. Now you Tim the Two-Man Taylor now. So should be different, man. You got to go back. You remember when you used to be Chris? You Julius now.
Yeah.
That's you. You Julius now, man.
I get the big piece of chicken.
Little ass chicken wing. Yeah, man. You got to do that. You got to do that. Man.
Yeah, so I'm going to check that out, man. So I will say this. When this past weekend, like I said, this week knocked out some house things, but I actually got a chance to sit down for a second and just reflect. So as I'm reflecting and I'm chilling, man, I'm sipping me a little bit of something, man. I'm puffing me a little bit of something. I'm just, relaxing, taking the load off. I'm binge watching TV shows. And that's not a usual thing to me to do, man. I sometimes feel like it'd be a waste of time because I'm one of them active people to be doing stuff with my hands all the time. But in this moment, nigga, I need my body says sit your bitch ass down, bro, and catch up on your shows. So I start hitting on some TV shows, and then the provocativeness, if that's a word, in me took over. As we said, as a grown-up now, I'm in the grown-up role, and I'm looking like, hey, man, some of the shows I was watching, I'm like, hey, man, Peggy Bundy really wanted to fuck Al a lot. As a husband now,
what's wrong with Al?
I'm Al. I'm Al Bundy. Okay, because if you Tim the Two-Man Taylor, I'm Al Bundy. I go to work, I'll cuss people out, everything I say is wrong. I got smart ass mouth. Me and my neighbors be getting into it.
Yeah.
But I was just watching some of the TV women on the shows of like, hey man, how they treat their husbands or how they deal with the husbands, from some of the comical sitcoms to some of the ones that were actually more serious, man. So I was looking like, hey man, Peggy Bundy, one was bad. She didn't work.
Let me look her up.
Peggy Bundy was bad. First, Peggy Bundy was bad. Big red head, leggings, titties, nigga, and she stayed at home. She had no job. And Al worked at the shoe store. Al worked at the shoe store, and she wanted to fuck Al all the time. Oh, Al. And he like, God damn it, Peg. He was so irritated by his wife. But it's like, hey man, some niggas would wish to be in your shoes, bro.
I see what you mean, brother.
Yeah, man, Peggy Bundy was one of them. So I'm watching now as the husband, like, Al, what the fuck is you tripping for, bro? Nigga, you come to bed, Peggy ready to fuck, and you just irritated. Bruh, beautiful.
Is that her?
That's her.
Somebody just like her.
That's her. You might notice her too, for another generation of people who may be listening to the show. She was one of the main characters on Sons of Anarchy. You hip to Sons of Anarchy?
I'm hip to Sons of Anarchy, yeah.
So she was on there.
I never watched it though.
She was on there as well, and she voiced one of the characters, the lady with the purple hair and one eye on Futurama. That's Peggy.
So you're a fan?
I'm a fan. I'm
You're
a fan. I'm a fan.
You're a fan of this woman. I didn't know all that.
First off,
filmography.
First off, hey man, I love women, but I love like if it's white women, I like the redheads, brunettes. You know, when I look at my porn search for like white, I look at like redheads.
So you specific with age?
I specifically like white girls with red hair,
white,
like gingers.
Butts.
I like those. Yep, I looked those up. But Peggy Bundy, I was like, Peggy was bad. Always wanted to fuck Al. Seemed like she irritate that nigga, get on his nerves. But it was like, hey, she rolled for her nigga though.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. So one I couldn't get with though. I was watching Everybody Hate Chris, and I love Tashina Arnold, but I don't find her attractive as Rochelle. I don't find her attractive.
Pam was fine.
Pam was finer than Gina.
Yeah. Like for real, as an adult, like they was pushing Gina, you know what I'm saying? She's the love interest. She
light skin.
Yeah. But Pam though. And because Martin was always roasting her and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Funny than they had more of a connection even on the show than Gina and Pam.
Yeah, for sure.
But I didn't find Rochelle attractive because she's like mom. Okay, she's mom. But I did find Elise Neal attractive from the Hughley's, the Hughley wife on there. I found she
be hitting me with real names, bro.
Yeah, I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan.
What's her name?
Elise Neal.
Oh, Elise.
Yeah, Elise Neal. She was the mother on the D.L. Hughley show. And I'm trying to think of what else that
she was the wife on Hustle and Flow. What's her name's wife on Hustle and Flow? Anthony Anderson's wife.
Yeah. Yep. But another one, I was looking at her like, hey, just a
woo! You got me one. You might be fixing to say it. Go ahead. I don't want to.
That's them my only two that I got so far, man.
I only had two, and I got three now.
I had one in mind, but it, like you said, man. These my TV crushes. They're wives, but I'm looking at it from the husband perspective. I don't want to be like you said. I want to be rude, like I'm fantasizing about fucking somebody else's wife. Right. You know what I'm saying? But exactly. It's like I'm attracted to the character, the fan. You know, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
But I was looking at him, just looking at the husband perspective, like, hey man, she really, she down.
Yeah.
She down, man. So I got my two.
Yeah.
I'ma back out for a second.
I think I got my three now. You mentioning her, Elise Neal, you said?
Elise Neal.
You mentioning her reminded me, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you this third one first.
Okay, bet.
Now I don't use real names, bro. Honestly, I don't know her real name, but she was on the Jamie Foxx show as well, and we gotta talk about him a little later on. Wanda Mack on the Bernie Mac show.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's an honorable mention.
Is that a TV mom? I mean,
that's
technically she didn't have children. She's auntie, Aunt Wanda.
Yeah, Uncle Bernie.
She's Aunt Wanda. But man, I had to clarify the rules with you on the TV mom.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, I went mom, MILF type, husband. But it's TV crushes.
Don't forget about Aunt Wanda.
TV crushes, bro. She was a chocolate delight.
Yeah.
Chocolate delight. Yeah. She got some really nice eyes.
Nice eyes, nice lips, just a beautiful face. You know what I'm saying? But like, and she was also, I think like for me, because it's more than just like, you know, the aesthetics of the woman. Another thing that you liked about Peggy was not just the way she looked, but just her character. You know what I'm saying? Man, she was always trying to look out for her husband, even though this nigga be, he used to play football. Nigga, go fuck this woman.
Yeah, he's still living in his high school glory days, and she rocking with him.
But Aunt Wanda's character, I mean, hey, Aunt Wanda, she always kind of came through for them kids when Uncle Bernie was tripping. You know what I'm saying?
The voice of reason.
And she was able to get calm the Mac man down a little bit. Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Bernie, come here.
Wanda, I'm tired.
You right, honey.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is Chief Ali from Permission to Speak Freely podcast. When you get a chance, go check out my instrumental albums. First one is OTC Music by Chief Ali. And the second is Late Medication by Chief Ali. Streaming everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? She was able to do that. So shouts out to Wanda Mack. Man, what's her real name, please? I would like to shout her out. Shouts out to you, Wanda
I
Mack.
don't know.
I'm so sorry.
But she's a beautiful actress.
Yeah, beautiful, man. All right. So we talked about this a little bit before the show. Her last name wouldn't be Winslow, would it? But Rachel, Aunt Rachel, from Family Matter.
Richie Mama?
Richie Mama.
Okay.
They're my stepson when I was growing up. They're my step, but I had a crush on Rachel. Always had a crush on Rachel, man. I'm talking as a kid, bro. Like, when I was a kid, yeah, I watched cartoons, but Family Matters was like my show. And it wasn't because of Rachel. Like, I like Rachel more than Laura.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, man, she's so pretty, you know what I'm saying? And she was the sister, because Harriet was the mom's mom. You know what I'm saying? What she got? 3 kids, one of them disappeared, so she got 2. Remember the baby sister?
Yeah, Harriet couldn't seem like... See, Harriet was Carl's wife.
Yeah.
And then Rachel was Harriet's
sister.
Who could never get her shit together.
Yeah,
and
so
she's
she was staying with them. We don't know where Richie Daddy was. That's why I come in, you know what I'm saying? I look out for him, you know what I'm saying?
They loved you for that.
Give him a little bite for Christmas, you know what I'm saying? I look out. I do what I got. That's just the type of shit I be doing.
Right.
But no, Rachel was always very attractive to me. Pretty smile. You know what I mean? And I mean this respectfully. The same way they would use Myra for like the sexual innuendo for the show.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't use Laura for that. You know, they would use Myra.
And Myra was beautiful.
Rest in peace to her too.
Absolutely. I forgot what her actual real name was, but
I'm not good at that. But she was
easy
very beautiful, and you know, she wanted Steve. She had
Yeah.
But they would also use Aunt Rachel when the adult characters were in the room. You know, so I remember she had a saxophone. Or she ended up finding her saxophone or something like that. And apparently she really couldn't play the sax for shit. But she liked to play it. So she find her saxophone in the attic or whatever. And then she come out there like, I found my saxophone. And so then she go, they used to call me Hot Lips. And then Harriet go, Dad, before you got the saxophone, Rachel. Shit like that. It's like, what?
Adult jokes.
Rachel, what you was doing?
You thought blow skin shit up?
what you was doing? But yeah, Aunt Rachel, man. Shout out to her. I got to get real names, man. I want to get them their flowers. One more, bro.
One more. Okay, bet.
This one gone. Trudy Proud.
Thick.
Trudy! Yeah.
I forgot who
She was
voiced
also
her.
on Hustle and Flow.
Yeah.
Her name, I apologize. Let me get her real name real quick.
I forgot what her name is, but I like her as well. One, and this might sound sexist, but I like her as an actress from the movie Sprung. She was in the movie Sprung with with Pam. We know them by character names. But she was in the movie with Sprung. And as a kid, I used to just like her mouth. I liked her lips, her teeth, big mouth ass.
Paula J. Parker.
Yeah.
Paula Jai. Middle name Jai or Jay. Shouts out to you. She did the voice for Trudy Proud. But Trudy, yeah, man. I know we getting into the animation world, and forgive me, you know what I'm saying? But Trudy Proud, man. Because she also had that character, too, where she was very, because you ain't never heard Trudy get out of pocket. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oscar would be, you know what I'm saying? Mama! You know what I'm saying? But when Trudy come through, Oscar, you know, come sugar mom. You know, she was just so comical. So it's more than just the aesthetic of the woman.
For sure.
It's the character. I want y'all to understand this, freedom speakers. I ain't a complete freak.
Just not complete
It's
freak.
a little bit, but you know, is her voice, her tone, just the way she was as a mom, as a wife. And she was a professional woman as well, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But Trudy Proud, man, another one of them TV moms. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to Trudy Proud. Shout out to Paula J. Parker.
For sure, man. So to finish us off, pause.
Oh, you got your third?
I got my third.
Talk to me, man.
All right.
Talk to me.
Felicia Rashad as the mother
Oh, man.
on The Cosby Show.
You know what?
One.
We can't do this.
Okay. One, bro. You see how my voice changed up? Like
Yeah.
I'm talking to her?
Yeah.
Like she's very sensual as a woman. She gives me very women of her era, like her, Stephanie Mills.
Yeah.
Stephanie, like, was it Ivana Zanvat? What's her name?
Ayala Van Zandt.
I want to make sure I
Was
spell
she
it.
fine for real?
She fine for
Ayala
real.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
Miss Van Zandt? What you
But
got going
remember,
on?
not these aren't. I think with these women, we're not only just talking about how beautiful they are exterior.
Yeah.
We talking about the aesthetic of their soul.
Oh, man.
Okay, Stephanie Mills' soul as a woman is so sensual
Yeah.
and soft, and it's like,
Don't be
why
eye-
you hypnotizing me?
Don't be eye candy.
With Felicia Rashad, just the way that she looks, so subtle. She don't gotta be that air that Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
Like you could tell
That
she got that
vibe.
same from her of like,
Energy.
no, you ain't gotta baby.
Yeah.
You can
Be still. It's power. In
yeah, it's
being
power
still.
in that, man. So
Power in being still.
I see that, man. So they what was it? Claire Huxtable? What was her
Yeah.
name? Claire Huxtable? Claire Huxtable was letting, if you watch some of the episodes, like they wouldn't be sexual, but they would be intimate.
Yeah.
You would see them laying in the bed together, fully clothed, but he'll roll over, Cliff will roll over and kiss her, gently just touching on her, boop, bop, bam, you know, whatever they doing. But it's like, hey, they got 8-9 kids in this, but you don't think that happens?
Man, I was watching the episode of The Cosby Show, and we're going to get back to Felicia Rashad. We're not just going to roll over her. But
Shout out Felicia
I got to
Rashad.
mention this, man. It was this episode where it was the end of the episode, man. I swear this wasn't scripted, man. Mrs. Huxtable she had some lotion and she was rubbing Cliff's maybe back or shoulder arm or something like that. You know what I mean? And as a wife, you know, she kind of got done with that section. It's very inappropriate for TV, man. With your children, you just don't get it. But she goes, I'm gonna have to pull it up, man. I don't want to misquote, but she said, would you like anything else before I go to bed? And she kind of, you know, using the rest to rub into her hands. So then Bill goes, why don't you reload over there, you know? So she gets some more. This is on TV. She gets some more. This nigga Bill go to slouch down and he doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? He doing that shit. And then she take the lotion and she like put it on the nigga face and the audience go crazy, laugh and shit. And that was the end of the episode. That shit was hilarious, man.
Hey, bro.
Hilarious. The way
They
this
teased your ass.
doing this.
He going along with it, man. Shout out to
Man, that shit was
The
funny,
Cosby
man.
Show. Shout out to Felicia Rashad. Such a beautiful woman and soul. Grace. Adonis Creed mama. She played her too.
For sure. Shout out. Man, hey, but Felicia Rashad, man, she's still very much a fine woman.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Drake wanted her, I watched her Breakfast Club interview, and Drake wanted her for, was it the Keisha Do You Love Me video? Keisha, do you love me? He wanted Felicia Rashad in the video to be like his love interest mom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she went on and did it, but you know, Felicia Rashad's daughter, I believe, is her manager. And so Felicia's daughter was like, oh, well, mama, you gotta do it. And she's like, I know, but I'm gonna make him wait, make him sweat a little bit. I'm like, so she know what she be doing. She know what
Patience.
she to make Drake wait.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll email back in a couple days, nigga. I'm Mrs. Rashad, nigga.
Other
That's
stuff
me.
take
You gonna wait
precedent.
for me. But yeah, man, shout out to Felicia Rashad. It's the only real name we knew around.
I knew her. I knew that. I knew that now.
Her, man. Got it over her for sure, man. That's wild, man.
Yeah, man. So honorable mention would be, I know we did 3, but an honorable mention would be, and she's not a TV wife or whatever, but when I said Stephanie Mills, just the essence that's very comparable to Felicia Rashad.
Did you see when she pulled up on Deion Cole?
Yeah.
Man, like,
Yeah. Bruh, if Freedom Speakers, if you have not seen that Breakfast Club interview with Deion Cole and then Stephanie Mills pulls up on him, and if you don't know who Stephanie Mills is, she used to date Michael Jackson back in the day. She was Michael Jackson's girlfriend, and she'd tell you, and she had hit songs. I don't know who they are right now, but she's a beautiful woman, and I like her music, and I like just how her aesthetic as a woman. And I've been seeing her, like you said, on there, and how she speaks as a woman and speaks of women empowerment and how she talks to men.
Yeah.
How she talks to men. I think that shows a certain character of her mannerism, how she was raised, what she didn't exercise and seen work for her. You know what I'm saying? In an industry dominated by men, which is, entertainment.
Yeah.
Was definitely when she was doing it, but when I seen her in that interview talk to him and go so subtle to him, just grab his hand and rubbed on his face, I think, and he just pulled her in.
She was with Mike when he was still black.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, we had Mike with the big fro.
Mike was like 20.
Mm-hmm. So, but when I seen her talk to Deion Cole and pull up on him and address him real subtle as a woman and real, flirty and sensual, and
she had a whip.
Yeah.
At least in my mind, she had one. She had like a leather jacket. She kissed my man on the lips, and he just
but you see how he was like, oh,
yeah. He said he liked them.
He like, did you see her though?
Yeah,
like
he say he liked them vintage women.
Yeah, hey,
like them vintage women. And again, no disrespect with the word, because you think of vintage, you think of old furniture, still got value, but old. Like nah, vintage in a very lovely way,
in a preserved.
Exactly.
You got better with time. You still, your classic moves is shitting on all this artificial that's out.
Oh man.
So shout out to,
I'm glad you mentioned that, bro.
To those who do the minimum and get the most. Shout out to those beautiful women who have found beauty within themselves. And sometimes, can be difficult. You never know what a person thinks about themselves.
For sure. That's true.
So Freedom Speakers, continue to love on yourself. Continue to find love within yourself and find people who love on you for who you are. At the same time, don't be no just bullshit ass slide, motherfucker. Step your shit up.
That's for sure,
put some pep in your step and find another gear. All right, motherfucker ain't gonna just accept. So I'll say this, man. I was watching 600 Pound Life with Nessa, and I like watching that show. Yeah. And I watch it on some fat nigga shit. Like I always eat when I watch it because then I don't feel bad.
I try to watch it because go ahead, your turn.
So I watch it and I like Dr. Now. All right, I was gonna be Dr. Now for
That's a good one, man.
I was gonna be Dr. Now for Halloween.
I was bring some hair on.
Man, I was gonna give me a gold stethoscope and a trench coat. I mean a lab coat and walk in there like, hey, Anya.
Right. So what's the problem? I sent you 4 months ago. I gave you a goal to see if you can lose 20 pounds. Not only have you not lost the 20 pounds, you gain another 8 pounds. So I'm not going to do this shit with you if you're not going.
That's hey, then at the end when they do the little one-on-one with him, that's my favorite part because he be brutally honest.
Honest as fuck.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Please tap into me on IG. That's the primary platform. Permission, 2 _ Speak Freely Podcast. That's permission, 2 _ Speak Freely Podcast.
Absolutely, straight up. And you can follow me as well, Laylo the Most, at LAYLOE.THAMOS. And definitely follow us, man. Engage with us, ask us questions. Get engaged, man. Freedom Speakers. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we protect y'all as well. Permission to speak.
The individual did not do what they were supposed to do, and I do not feel safe to proceed with the operation. If they continue to grow and eat as they're eating at the astronomical rate, they will not be alive long enough to even see the procedure come full circle.
I would be surprised if they made it even to your next appointment.
Hey, you saw the motherfucker that got on the scale, and this is a scale that they use to weigh beans and shit. Like, this is real. They can't bring no regular motherfucking Walmart scale in there.
Hell no, nigga.
They need the shit they use to weigh rice.
They got a freight fucking.
They weighing sacks of potatoes on this motherfucker. Old trucks. Man, so it might have been a woman, but anyway, man, she got on the scale, nigga. That bitch said, couldn't even. And then I believe, I might be getting episode, but I believe her brother, he was big too, but he was way less than her.
Oh, I seen
my nigga
that.
was like, damn.
Man, I seen that episode, man. That was
error.
A whole family. It's like the whole family fat as fuck,
hey,
man.
That-
No disrespect to, people sensitive.
We love it
My
people
bad,
around
sorry.
here, man. But at the end of the day,
Fluff.
take care of yourself.
Yeah, man. So all of them, they be killing me on the people back on their backstory.
I've been practicing on my diet, and Dr. Now told me I've been managing my weight. I don't think I gained that much. Hopefully he gives it to me, but we'll see.
And then they walk in and get weighed and be up on
Nervous
plate.
as fuck. Trying to get
Supposed to
approved
lose
for
30 and gain 45.
Man, fuck. Shit. Yeah,
But-
man.
I thought you were supposed to stick to the diet. What's going on?
But I have been sticking to the diet, but no, you haven't.
He had cut their ass off. He's like, man, I remember he got on them one time. The lady was like, I can't survive off of this diet. I need to eat. He was like,
You've eaten 4 months worth of food already. You are not going to starve.
he got right on her case like, hey, man, quit fucking playing with me, man. Don't play with me, man. But I like watching Dr. Now, man.
Now you a hero, man.
For sure. So if you go back, because I was watching them from the beginning, at first Dr. Now was just okay in surgeries and niggas was coming back or, getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Now they had them, you kept watching it. These people had to make goals and weights, man. They had to go talk to like a psychiatrist.
That's a big step.
They had to go, lose weight. I mean, you got to lose this amount of weight just because, man, you giving somebody 700-pound gastro surgery, but they ain't
going under anesthesia and shit. You don't wake the fuck up.
wait, man. Yeah. So they started changing them. Like, oh, Doc, now they gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
So shout out to Dr. Now, man. Freedom Speakers. I'm
Shout
gonna
out
be
to you.
Dr. Now next season for Halloween. I'm practicing my voice. I fuck with Dr. Now. If you notice sometime, man, he don't blink. Like when I watch him, I'm like, man, he ain't blink. Or his eyes be so low, look like he blink. But
Hey, you watch or as Dudessa watch what's it, 1,000-Pound Sisters?
my bills are paid.
I ain't no baby.
Yeah.
You sure ain't.
You don't know what it's like to be this big, Tammy. You don't know. You don't.
Hey, listen. So check it, man. So Tammy ended up, losing weight. I think she ended up like getting the surgery. Not sure.
Another fat ass family.
Yeah.
I mean, not like that. Because both of the sisters and the brother.
We get canceled this week.
I'm sorry.
But the brother big. You got the I believe she's the older sister, and then you got the two younger sisters who are like the main characters. You know.
Mhm.
So the older sister, she's still like, pretty in the face, you know what I mean? So Tammy and the older sister like arguing. So Tammy do like her green screen backdrop, and she's lost this weight, but she got like a lot of like excess skin and shit like that. So she doing her green skin. She's like, what's wrong? Man, cause you're not the pretty one no more. I'm like, oh, cut. Oh shit. They out of pocket.
I'm like, hey, I respect your confidence.
TLC
baby.
wrong for that.
I respect your confidence. baby.
pretty one no more.
Whoever did editing, whoever edited that episode.
And then, it was this, oh my gosh. Edit this out if you got to, man. I don't want to. I like doing the show.
Yeah, okay, what's up? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Man, but listen, it was an episode, man, where the middle sister is pushing Tammy in the wheelchair. And they have to cross a brick road. Debbie got so fucking mad because she didn't stay on the sidewalk. You know, trying to cross a brick road in a wheelchair with a 600-700 pound
Somebody
person.
else.
That wheel get between them bricks. She was so fucking mad, man. People looking and shit. Oh man,
I don't like when they be doing shit like that, and then the other person be pretending to be helpless. They act like, come on, Tammy, move. I can't keep moving your big ass all like that.
Yeah, that's the brother.
So
I saw you and her eat a lasagna the size of this pan. I don't mean I ate it all in one day.
Tabby, don't you goddamn do that shit to me. Don't you goddamn lie. You can pull that bullshit over their wool over their ass.
That's it.
Yeah, but they got a Kentucky accent. They from Kentucky.
Are they from Kentucky?
They from Kentucky, yeah.
They sound like Kentucky.
Man, but I watch that show and eat and don't feel too bad. I'm like, ain't it? But none of them single. Everybody got somebody. Everybody got somebody.
Even Tam.
Yeah, man. So I remember Tammy had, I forgot which one of the sisters, don't give me the quote, but one of them had a black guy. And he was like he was a true BBW lover. True.
He was real skinny one.
He was real skinny. So which one of them at this time had all that fat in their forehead? I forget. Not the one with the eyes. It was the one with the fat in the forehead. The one that got the children, not her.
I know what you're talking about.
And not the older sister who is.
Yeah.
She look decent.
She pretty,
Yeah.
Tammy is the one who was struggling with the weight loss, the younger one.
Who went into rehab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was,
and that's Tammy.
She was the one that was like an extreme case. Like,
okay. And the other sister was like, my bills are paid.
Yeah.
I pay my bills, bitch. My bills are paid.
She was like, you're the one acting like a baby about it. Well, who you calling baby? I ain't no baby. My bills are paid.
Mm-hmm.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You are listening to Permission to Speak Freely, broadcasting from Cleveland, Ohio, 216, home of the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Browns, and the Cleveland Guardians. Go Tribe!
Yeah. So I watched that on there with Nessa.
You the damn baby.
I'm trying to think what else on TLC I'll be watching with her. Bravo really been her network lately. She
Bravo been the one
catching back up on them housewives shows.
TLC wrong, man. Exposing this family the way they are for Capital. It ain't right. Hey, man, speaking of Capital, man, this shit about to get dark.
Okay, what's up?
You heard about the healthcare exec got knocked over?
Yeah.
Shit real.
They trying to say it was a young dude.
I think he was like 26. Something like that. They caught him. Like 2 days ago. And to be honest with you, bro, I think he like wanted to get caught. Apparently, this nigga still had the gun, in which I heard. I don't want to put no fault. I'm not reporting. I'm just saying what I heard.
Okay.
It was a 3D printed gun.
Oh yeah, that's serious.
A 3D printed, no serial number, no nothing. But he still had the gun and the manifestos, I believe, from the plan and shit. I don't fucking know. You know. But this guy's apparently very intelligent, had like a 130 IQ, some shit like that.
So pretty much premeditated. He wasn't
definitely premeditated. This wasn't no just random, bruh. Like, first of all, man, that's just sad, man. Definitely our condolences to the family of this man. My wife, Shamika, made a good point last night, man, where she was like, people are upset. You know what I'm saying? Be it healthcare and even auto insurance. Like, you know, people go, it's a fucking scam. You know what I'm saying? The big wig's getting rich and we down here getting fucked. You know what I mean? Because I'm paying into this, you know, and then when I actually need to use my insurance, I get denied. You know, like, people are angry. So it's people out there, man. It kind of reminds me of the Joker movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he killed those 3 Wall Street, you know, guys. When they were bullying him in this case, you know. But people kind of got behind that, like, yeah, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? It's us, the little guys.
Yeah.
It's people out there who are kind of like putting on the clown mask like, yeah, fuck, give us free healthcare. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's people out there who, you know, and I can understand, but at the same time, it's like, oh man, the man got killed for this shit. The point that Jamaica made was, man, you never know. He might have been one of the guys trying to make some shit happen on the, you know, behind the scenes
He
for the
could have
people.
been one of the people who voted for it.
Yeah.
The deciding factor of it.
Yeah.
And got took out.
Yeah.
Now they lost majority
Right.
vote.
Right. Because you mad.
That happens though.
Yeah.
That-
Because you mad, man. The shit wild, man.
As an employer, man, I believe that in health insurance, not only just like the employer being able to be in a good place to offer it, but I do feel like the country, with all of the things that it has, it can really be a really good managed thing.
Yeah, for sure. But it's the same. It's like, okay, so even when you think back like John Q, you know what I'm saying? Ain't John Q a true story?
Oh, I don't know. But it was
I
really
want to
good
say
acting.
that, yeah, I want to say that shit really happened, man. But when it comes down to it, it's like an important thing that John said was like, hey, sick, help. We hear the commercials now, people talking about how expensive insulin is and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like, if I don't get this shit, I'm gonna die. I'm burning a hole in my pocket having to pay. You know what I'm saying?
Why are these rates so high?
Yeah. Why does this thing that people need to stay alive cost so much? Like, it's that expensive? It shouldn't be that expensive.
It shouldn't be that expensive. So the argument that is
People getting rich off this shit.
Yeah, that I should say the argument that normally comes into play with that is most insurance is still filtered through like government regulations, through stuff like that. So when you have corrupt people in there, or corrupt politicians, who sit on ballots or committees to be able to vote for different things, vote for rates to be increased, vote for the levies of what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all are making record-breaking profits. Man, you can't trim insulin. You can't trim. It's like insulin shouldn't cost more than Viagra. Okay? Insulin shouldn't cost more than Blue Chews. All right? You shouldn't. Shout out to Blue Chews. We get a sponsorship for the show or something. Like, shout out to Blue Chews.
We use that.
But I believe in that, and sitting on, like I said, on the employment side, if you are running a business that can be profitable, you hope to be profitable, there's negotiations you can make for health insurance. But I do believe bigger than the employer going to go still do the legwork, I believe as a society, the country can truthfully help benefit health insurance. But I'll say this, and this will probably take a turn for it. Why would they help preserve us or people like us when they were trying to like kill us or keep us killers in mass extinction?
Yeah, and that's fucked up too.
Yeah, so giving me health insurance or life insurance, I'm pretty sure they'll stop killing people if everybody went and got like life insurance.
Yeah, and that's where it go to, because it's like you already know. Let's just say you have majorities and minorities, So we, as black people, we're a minority. We cover about 13% of this country. You got for what they call, Hispanics, Latin Americans, are another, I don't know, for 10%. So when you add up the minorities in this country, we're actually a majority. Mm-hmm. The minorities, when you combine them all, outnumber the majority white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's basically colors and whites.
Yeah, so colors and whites. So it gets to a point to where, they feel like, they fucking 53% now, they take our country. That's why they say shit like, we got our country back. What the fuck is you talking? We're trying to take this motherfucker.
And we stopped them from reproducing.
Yeah. Man.
So I'll say this, even with the abortion thing that comes into play with that,
we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
I'm for choice, for you to have your own choice on it. Yeah. But I do understand, like, the abortion clinic is another way of population control, the way that you look at it. If she not ready, she ain't ready. But to have a strong workforce, the way I'm looking at it, I want you like how to, because remember the country is a business. If you keep getting rid of their workforce, it's gonna be an issue. They're gonna have to go to automation. They're gonna have to go to AI. People don't want to work no more. We still gotta produce. Results are mandatory.
Yeah.
So hey, we control how you reproduce. We make you have to stick with it. Hey man, if that child end up in the jail, we got for-profit prisons. If that child end up somewhere working somewhere, we got another person punching the clock 9 to 5. It's like, but we ain't gonna let you get rid of our potential workforce. So that's just big corporate greed America. Like, it's still a numbers game. Still a numbers game, man. That's why when I sit in the place I sit, I try to understand that and look at it. Try to be a really good employer, offer the different things, man. I know that, and I know that's normally the first place they tell you to go get stuff from your job.
Yeah.
You want more money, go to your job. You want a raise, go to your job. You need insurance, go to your job. So I get that. I get that. But when I do see other establishments that could offer just a tad bit more, and maybe not just on the hourly thing, like per hour, but more health benefits, more this, more that, or pay a more percentage into it, man. They got it. And not just say they got it, they're supposed to give, but that's a way that I look at it as, that's the way the business comes to the people, because the business is the bridge between the government and the people.
Yeah.
The employer is the bridge between them. So, right, man, it's
wild times, man.
Yeah, man, it's
wild
difficult.
Time. For sure. 1,000%. But definitely, shout out to the family, man. Our condolences from Permission to Speak Freely. That shit wild, man.
Yeah.
That shit.
No life shouldn't be taken, man.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
That just lets you know, man, the power of a conversation. That shit. Yeah. As we talk, man, and we have our conversations, man, we label them conversations of faith. We having conversations about things we need to organize and do, about people's lives and positions that they may not even fully be aware of, but they trust our navigation of being a part of the team of where we going. You know what I'm saying? So introducing new, taking away some old, they're blindly building their life off of us. If us sitting somewhere and we not on top of our shit, and we gotta show up one day like, hey, yeah, today the last day. Yeah. I ain't do my job.
You can't be the day.
Can't be that day, man. So shifting it a little bit, man. How you feel about Uncle Trump in office?
Not Uncle Trump, man.
How you feel about Uncle Trump?
You know what, man? I want to. I'm glad you asked me that, bro. I want to, if I can, recant statement I made in our post-election episode a few weeks ago. I was a little, I guess, just naturally flustered, man. We recorded that shit like 2 days after the election, man. So I was still a little raw. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I will say this, though, and this is something that I stand on. I do not believe that Donald Trump is racist. Allow me to explain.
For sure.
I don't believe that he is racist. However, I do believe that he is okay with benefiting and using racist people to get what he wants.
I couldn't agree more.
I believe he's okay with that. All right, well, they're gonna vote for me. All right, I'm gonna fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? But like, would Donald Trump go up there and maybe he would now, being that this will be his last term. We got 4 years of at least Donald Trump. One of them other, Trump niggas might pull up next. We'll see if the Republican Party want to do that. He may even. I wouldn't be another Republican. He may even try to run as an independent. Now, independents don't win. They don't win. But, him and that family got enough of a following where they may be able to run as an independent if the Republican Party does not want a representative from the Trump family to be their candidate in 2028. But that's what I believe, man. He's okay with Donald Trump is not racist. However, his following absolutely fucking is. You know what I'm saying? The folks right here on the corner right here a few weeks ago selling the shirts and got the trucks out and the flags and shit. Y'all fucking racist.
So let me ask you this.
Ain't nobody going that fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hold on, wait.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I know where you're going with it. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Did your mama have an Obama shirt?
Damn fuck
Did you have an Obama shirt?
Yeah.
You had an Obama phone?
No, I ain't.
Did somebody have an Obama phone?
I knew some nigga had some phones, you know what I'm saying?
Man. Niggas had Obama flags, t-shirts.
Check this out. I wear, and I'm gonna explain to you the difference, man. And I would love to have a Trump supporter in here. One of them heavy motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I wear my Obama shirt to solely represent my candidate. A lot of these people, I don't want to say all y'all, not all of you, and if you're exempt feel free to go ahead, exempt yourself and move on. They wear and represent to offend. You know what I'm saying?
That's an interesting way to look at it.
I'm wearing this shit to offend you. You know what I'm saying? Trump, bitch! Whoa. You know, that man said, come help a nigga get elected. Change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. And it may be me. I may be nuts. You know what I'm saying? But white man, were you offended by my Obama t-shirt? Because that wasn't its purpose, you know? And if you can sit here and tell me that you wave that flag and it's just so egregious, you know what I'm saying? And it's so, nigga, the Trump flag, the American flag, the Confederate flag, all mean the same fucking thing to me right now.
And then sometimes they'll throw in the prisoner of war flag.
Yeah.
The POW.
Yeah, all of that shit. It's kind of like, yo, y'all being offensive. And I will never forget, man, I mentioned it, that day when I mentioned just seeing the image of his supporters pushing that black woman around at that Trump rally. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And him standing up at that podium pumping his fist chanting, oh, if this was 50 years ago, it would not be good for her. I tell you what. It's like, who the fuck? You running for president, nigga? You need to take control and be like, hey, cut that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you just going, and that's my issue.
Yeah, he couldn't.
That's my issue.
He couldn't go against, and say in that scenario, he couldn't go against the people who put him there.
Yeah.
And if they're like, hey, we don't care if you supporting or not, you Clinton Bigsby to me, bitch.
Yeah.
You a nigger lover you a white cracker lover who was a nigga.
Let me put it like this. Let me put it like this. My 12-year-old son, the Wednesday after election night, I asked him, matter of fact, I told him that morning, hey, it's looking like Donald Trump is going to be the next president. I don't want you getting involved in any political talk today, okay? That's what I told him.
Mm-hmm.
After school, he tells me he's walking down the hallway, heading to his class, and just because he's black, this kid, who ain't even old enough to fucking vote, okay, come running, skipping down the hallway and goes, ha, Trump won. What makes you think I'm not a Trump supporter just because I'm black?
Yeah.
What makes you think my dad, you know what I'm saying, didn't vote for Trump? So just because I'm black, you don't even know me. You don't even know my name. And I'm speaking from Lowe's perspective. I don't even know you. Mm-hmm. But you feel, ha, Trump, just because I'm a black person walking down this hallway. You felt the need to throw that in my face. And where did that attitude come from?
Their parents, primarily.
Came from their parents. You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue. You know what I mean? You know how much, how bullying took a huge incline under the Trump administration his last term.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because his attitude validates the bullshit. It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
With no consequences.
Yeah, and that's not something that I want my children under. You know what I mean? Like so yeah, that's my thoughts, man. That's my thoughts. I'm with it. Does he have some good policies? Yes. Do Trump supporters do they not know what the fuck they be talking about also? Yes. Jimmy Kimmel did a whole thing where he would ask them, hey, so tell us about the Medicare. And they'd be like, oh yeah, I think it's great. Like, oh, I'm sorry, that was Obamacare we were talking about. Oh, well, that sucks. No, you just said
you just complimented it. Yeah. I seen that.
Getting, really getting there.
I am not a political person. God in charge. Okay.
Me neither. At least I
but I do partake in it because, like, I'm not a political person. I'm like, I identify with a party or whatnot, or one of them. You're a capitalist, or you're this, or you're that. I'm like,
we're all political, whether you want to be or not.
Yeah, whether you want to be or not. So at least understanding where your benefit lies.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I'm supposed to be Republican.
Yeah.
Because, where I sit.
Yeah.
However, as a politician, I don't get involved too heavily in the personal the person character of themselves. Because I understand I live long enough to see a lot of the presidential things, and it's like a cut and paste.
Yeah.
Everybody go around. They need to get all the black vote, the white vote, they this, they that, and nobody unanimously wins. No matter who gets in office, somebody's upset.
Yeah.
So this is why it's like, whatever. But I understand on policies and rules that are written for businesses, because the U.S. is set up really on businesses. The Supreme Court judges and all of the people who sit up on there, the House who pass these laws and levies and bills and all of this stuff, they sit in there and have these conversations and get shit moving and push through. So, for example, as a small business owner, if you are looking to offer your employees health insurance, maybe prior to COVID, you had to have enough people on your payroll to even be able to communicate with, and this is even, I think, before healthcare market, healthcare.gov, that you can go and look on like policies, legitimate policies, because you can get scammed and be paying insurance and it'd be some off-rate ass Taiwan insurance or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't accepted or recognized. But before, you had to have a certain amount of people to be able to qualify for a single plan or family plan, and one side would get dick because, hey man, you got more single people or more family people, and that's kind of where they lean to for rates. Now, after COVID, and they got the chance to see like how many businesses there are, and keep in mind during COVID they had a lot of PPP, faking people, fake businesses. So for all business owners, man, don't forget to register your BOI, or they're gonna shut your shit down, $10,000 fine. But that's a way to help minimize.
Register your boy.
Yeah, that helps minimize all of the fake industries and fake businesses that were started to get PPP loans. At least in my theory. But knowing how Congress had changed things for health insurance, that allow business owners to be able to individualize plan, like reimburse finance for you to be able to have health insurance, and you just not going without. Because the hospitals and shit, you get hurt, you get shot, they go to the hospital, somebody still is stuck with that bill, and normally is the hospital, especially if the family don't got no insurance, or now they cooking plates for your GoFundMe. It's like, nah, you can health insurance and supplemental insurance and stuff like that is more affordable than what you think. If you drink down Julio Rusposado, you can afford life insurance out your own pocket.
$53 a month.
If that, bro. And if you got an employer, they might be paying 80-20, 60-40.
50.
We pay 50-50. I need you healthy, ho. On all accounts, man. But it's stuff like that I had to learn, because that weighs in politics with health. Or, hey, they regulated the health insurance, so it can be beneficial more to the country. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but
I'm not a political person, but I know enough to know, like, I don't want to be fucked up. So I ain't vote for Trump, but I would have voted for Trump. I ain't vote this time. I ain't vote.
Which is voting. Not voting
is still a vote.
Voting. Yeah, for sure. And I respect your opinion.
I like Trump on the policies of business of, hey, as we keep saying, man, it's the mantra for 2025. Results are mandatory. I feel like he's going to get in office as he do, as all the presidents do, and say they cleaning up the last person's bull and malarkey.
And that's how it goes, man.
That's the same play.
Or in Trump's case, benefiting. Trump's first term benefiting from 8 years of Obama's administration. So when it comes to his reelection, he's getting credit for, you know what I'm saying? Like when a football team hire a new coach, shit don't just change that day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, snaps ain't working. But shit don't just change like that day. Like, new coach. It takes time for shit to, okay, hey, we're not doing that no more. We're doing this. We get some of my recruits in here. If you're talking college football, like, this still the last coach. He recruited you. Y'all, these niggas he liked.
Yeah, they running different plays, formations. They got the different essence. Yeah, you're right. It takes time.
It takes time, but let me get my recruits in here. Not to mention the fucking Senate, the House, the fucking judges and shit in the Supreme Court. It takes time for that shit to go. And like the real power, like, I'm going to say this, man. This for my freedom speakers. Please listen to this. Fuck the presidential election. It's really about this local shit. Get down to your local levels and vote. Don't vote to fuck the popularity contest that we have every 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 2020, 2024, 2028.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Come 2026, we need to make sure we get our asses out here and vote and put people in place who can really do some shit for us on our local levels. You know what I'm saying?
What would you like to see? What would you like to see done?
I would like to see the curriculum change in the school.
Okay.
I think that's something because we help our kids with their homework.
Really? Because nigga, I'll be just as lost like them. But we both seem like we ain't sit in the classroom that day.
But that's political though. So being that this curriculum kind of got you like, huh? Or even let's not even put it into math. Let's talk about history because that's huge. Mm-hmm, the shit that's being taught in the schools when you see your kids' homework, and it's around this time of year, it's Thanksgiving and shit, and they teaching about the Indians. I've learned like there's nothing wrong with saying the term Indian. Okay, because naming those people after the people who fucked them over is more fucked up than calling them. And why would I call them Native Americans? This place wasn't even called America. But I fucking digress. That's political. So when it comes to voting for who's in charge of the education system or the educational system, shout out to Hurricane Chris. You know, that's where my vote matters. That's something I can feel directly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You can see it.
Like right here. You know what I'm saying? Who's your governor? Who's your mayor? Vote for that shit. You know, the presidential, it's important too. It's important for representation. You know what I'm saying? However, what's more important, what's really directly going to affect you, it's them small local elections. And the lines ain't nearly as long. They need to be. They should be. And I hope they will be. But that's something even I need to get better at. With these midterm elections, you know what I'm saying? I got to start making sure my people know and understand, hey, get down there and vote. And this where we can make some change.
For sure, man. And me learning that as well. And I vote there more often than the presidential, to be honest. Especially because some of the people in our community are people that we I affiliate with, man, are like councilmen.
Yeah.
We smoke cigars and stuff sometime together. So me seeing that and knowing like, hey, man, that they're able to, you know, speak on behalf of certain things for the school or the city. Not that they can just write laws and shit, but it's like they exercising the rules that are already there. You know, they're hearing what the people can say, and they need to amend something, they can amend something. So getting to see that, man. And for people who aren't too familiar on political things or how you know the structure of policies and things are broke down a little bit through politics. You mind, I'm not a politician, even though I wanted to be. So I studied a little bit of how it goes. If I can break it down from the top dog all the way down, it'll go presidential is the president is the top dog. He's the CEO of the USA. All right, he the boss. In each state, there's 50 states, you got two managers. So that's your Republican manager and your Democratic manager. Normally they like state senators, your senators who oversee the state.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Under them, they have their team, like they're the department managers Mike DeWine is the department manager of Ohio, basically. So then under Mike DeWine, he has his representation of each county in Ohio. Somebody that's, I forgot what they call that on the municipal level. You know what I'm saying? Or the county level. Then after the county level, you got like your city councilman. That's municipal. That's local. That's your Cleveland. That's your Euclid. That's your Cleveland Heights. Yep. That's your Broadview Heights. That's the West Side. That's a little bit of every city that you can look at. They have different representation in there that sits on the levies of, sits on the board to be able to write and say things or bring up things for the schools and for the community, getting road work done, getting homes tore down. Like you said, food drives, community outreach programs, recreation centers, all of those things is held
like
census
is important too,
for sure. Yeah, and census.
Stop fucking running for these people when they come see who live here.
Comply, goddammit.
That's the only way they gonna know. Stop being scared. First of all, the government know where the fuck you at. Why you think they came there? They know exactly what they looking for. Hey, I'm looking for Melanie. We know you here.
You know you here.
Okay, we just coming to see how many kids you got, where you work, how much money you make. So and the reason why they do this is they want to know how many people live in this area. So they know, okay, hey, I mean, I guess I'm being kind of silly, but okay, we're going to put a Popeyes right here. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to put a recreation center in this neighborhood because there's a lot of young kids around. They're going to need something, a pool. You know what I'm saying? A fucking basketball court. Remember Pride, the movie Pride?
Yeah.
When they came and took them rims down, that's political.
Yeah, when they shut down the basketball court.
Yeah, they fucking just took the rims off the hood, left niggas with a backboard. They in there playing fucking
hitting rocks and shit.
It's hitting the backboard.
What you talking about?
Yeah, but that's political.
But that's true. You're right.
Yeah, because it's like, hey, well, ain't no kids around here. We can see there's plenty of kids around here doing that shit. But if the census shows, hey, man, it's only, 68 children under the age of 12 in this neighborhood. And my number's a little, but like, is that a lot? I don't know what's a lot, what's a little bit of kids, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, it's a basketball court over there. We don't need two. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come here to play basketball.
Yeah, because that's a city budget to maintain.
Yeah, yeah. We'll use this for somewhere else. We'll take the rims down. We'll tear it down in 2027. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Can y'all leave the rims up too then? Fuck.
I would love to, on some huge theanthropy type shit, break ground in the neighborhood of like a park.
Bruh, listen. You read my mind, man, especially being that you diving into real estate now. I know eventually you want to get into commercial property.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So it may still be for sale, but there was a building.
I want to own a moon while on the planet of Saturn or something.
One of them stars. But there was a building for sale on off of 25th Archwood, which is not a bad neighborhood. And say when you go in to buy property, these are commercial property, and you go, man, I really like the building. It's nice, Yeah, it's been updated. It's full of tenants. Got a couple vacancies, but whatever. I want to buy this building, but I'm concerned about this neighborhood. Don't let that scare you away. And say, okay, you know what? I'm going to buy this property and I'm going to be a big fucking hand in cleaning up this neighborhood.
For sure.
Get these drugs out of here. Let's get these guns up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now we sound like bitch ass niggas, right?
We sound like Furious Styles from...
But real shit though, like, and like that's part of it, man. Especially, we talking about running business, man. And if this is a good opportunity for me, my children, my family, I want to do this, but I can't let the environment ruin, what I want to take place and make sure it's cool, and even when it comes down to, man, we can employ some of the people around here. It's the reason why poverty is the way it is.
It is one of the reasons why crime is the way that it is.
Yeah, with poverty comes crime. Motherfucker get hungry enough. We done been hungry before.
Yeah, man. It's why we start eating this way.
Yeah. 600 pound life next.
Yeah, man. So I would love to do something like that, man, and give back to the community that way. I would love to do that. That'll be a city council kind of thing, potentially, like Mook Robinson from Richmond Heights. He owned Diamond Cut Barbershop. But hey, man, I want to go into the city and build a. I want to put 4 slides up, nigga. How do I do it?
Yeah.
How do I get
put 6 rims up in the city? That's 3 courts.
Yeah, y'all either can get a tennis court, basketball court,
baseball, diamond,
gym.
kickball.
You got to pay for the land and shit. But like, what? I would love to sit in one of them seats and be able to have that conversation. At the same time, grow to become a pillar in the community, just like your councilman, just like your churches, just like your barbershops, your beauty salons.
Yeah, for sure.
I understand gentrification always is going to happen. Most of us over the last 10 years found a word for it. But gentrification, those always been around.
Oh, yeah,
out
always
with the
been
old
around.
and with the new.
You ride down 105, nigga, you don't blink. Don't blink. We lost that neighborhood, bro.
It's gone.
Certain like
those big ass homes.
Once you hit the
Ashbury,
VA, oh man.
Wade Park, those.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You know, I wanted one of them houses when I was a kid. When I was in like high school, I had a law class, man. I think I shared this before, but we was talking about buying cars. I was looking up property in that area. Those houses, they were abandoned at the time.
Yeah.
They were abandoned at the time. On average, all them fat ass houses look like they belong in EC. And if you know, you know, EC got some beautiful fucking houses
Used
too.
to
They
be
just
top
oh
notch.
my goodness. That cemetery ain't sitting right there for no reason. Some billionaires in that cemetery. Okay? Those houses were on average $105,000. No pun intended, it's only 105. This is $105,000. Like this 103, this one 106, this one. And these bitches big as hell, duplexes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine had stayed over on 106. I got one, fix it up. I'm not sure if they still live there or not. But she was beautiful. And we talking when I was in high school, man. We talking 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Showing my age.
You all right, bro? You all
Showing
right.
my age. But, you know, now they've been bought up. The VA is right there. You know what I'm saying?
Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah. And so, you know, remember like years ago, man, they had tore down that hospital that sit right there off of Martin Luther King Drive. You know, it was a hospital right there. That was like our go-to hospital in the hood. Nigga, somebody get shot, that's where we going.
That's where they going.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was gone. And once again, nigga, census, right? If we ain't participating in the census, hey, nigga, ain't nobody live here. Tear that fucking hospital
What do we
down.
need a hospital for in this community?
Ain't nobody here. Nobody lives here.
They
You know
can
what
go
I'm saying?
5 miles down the road.
Fucking library and shit. Yeah, shut it down. Nobody even fucking lives here.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we certainly hold a hand in destroying our own neighborhoods too.
Oh yeah.
We hold part. We hold some of that stake. We hold some of that stake. We can't just be pointing at the white man. Oh, no, we gotta put some work in too.
Yeah, man. And I think the easiest way putting work in just on our level is just caring solely about where you live.
Yeah.
Cut your grass, take your trash out front, paint the house.
Do them leaves. Don't know
Manage your children.
Oh, man.
Okay, so
Yeah.
KJ, I always got to put a story in my baby in here. man.
Always.
Okay. So the other day, I was having a conversation with KJ, and he was he had brought up about getting in, he got in trouble in school, or a little mischief or whatever in school. And he had said, like, I forgot how it turned out, but it was like, hey, man, we'll come up to the school and kick your ass.
Who said that?
Me, as a parent. I said, I come up to this school and kick your ass. And he was like, you guys get in trouble for child abuse. I'm like, you must don't remember at the time, or was never told, like, at the time that the teachers used to whoop the kids.
That's a fact, Jay.
I'm like, used to get paddled. I'm like, so let me ask you this. Do you think mom and dad don't come up to the school and kick your ass because we scared to go to jail because you saying it's child abuse? Or do you feel like that, hey, we talk to you, like, 'cause remember, he get ass whoopers. He get it, but it's far and in between. I ain't one of them whoop your ass, dad, first type of things.
Nah, me neither.
I'm one of them.
Whoop your own ass.
I'm have you whoop your own ass, okay? You gonna do this, or I'm gonna have you do that. You gonna learn the skill. I'm gonna have you work so much you might have preferred to get your ass whooped, but you still had to
That's
do
the
all
goal.
the skills too.
That's the goal.
You would have still did that everything. You would still
Gonna
did
learn some shit.
everything.
When it come down to it, they gonna go back and appreciate this shit.
Oh yeah, man, because it's gonna kick in, man. So me expressing to him, like, do you think mom and dad don't kick your ass like that? Or I said child abuse. I'm like, do you think mom and I don't abuse you because we scared to go to jail, or we don't abuse you because we love you and we not like those kind of parents? He's like, because you love me. I'm like, no, nigga, tell the truth, because you sure enough believe
You
that
talk
you
shit.
Yeah, nigga felt like he could have called the police. And then I'm like, bro, don't let the internet get you fooled on.
You say fuck that.
Yeah, don't let the internet get you fucked up, son. It's like, hey, not that some consequences of things may not happen of us fucking you up to a level of severity.
Yeah.
You're right. However, if you were to get in trouble, and this is the point I made to him, if you were to get in trouble and then they investigate your household and see that you had a dad, they'll say, I failed as a father. You got a daddy and you acting like this?
Yeah.
He should have fucked you up. Should have kicked your ass. Remember, sometimes the strongest the lessons gotta be brutal sometimes for some people. It gotta be brutal. Yeah. You can't just gently talk to a person and they get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it gotta be tough. You gotta be assertive. So I say this, man. You know, I digress on my KJ story. He got the picture.
Yeah.
But a conversation that happened, you know, right after that with wifey and I, with Vanessa and I. Shout out to Nessa, my baby.
So, sis.
She had mentioned just on a level of discipline within itself of her as a woman. And I would love for her to be able to say it herself one day on air so people can get to hear it and hear it from her as a woman. But she had mentioned she as a woman needs and prefers a certain level of man. She like, you know what my discipline is my man sometimes being disciplined on me. My man sometimes getting on me a little bit. Hey, you know, I may be shopping a little bit too much, or I may be, you know, slipping a little bit here because I'm missing that. Yeah, women be shopping. But she like, hey, I like my man to be able to be a man and, you know, keep me in line, keep me navigating. She's like, my discipline is somebody being disciplined on me. And when she said that, I was like, I respect it and I can understand that because I understand, just say from a male perspective, a coach.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a gym partner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like a coach. Coaches elevate your talent. Not good coaches elevate your talent. Bad coaches rely on your talent.
Yeah.
They rely on you being really good compared to like, no, nigga, you can always be better, nigga. You can always be more crisp. So that discipline on there and them getting to see the reward, that's how I calculated it of like, hey, I respect you as a woman saying that. I think some women would love to be able to hear that and hear a woman's perspective of, hey, yeah, I'm disciplined and I can do shit and I handle things too. She's like, but my man is a man that's a man, and my man he'd be on me if I get, I can get a little crazy. It's like, but he'll reel me in and get me right. Like, as she would say, like, as I want my man to do. She's like, I got enough self-control, of course. She's like, but if I'm not aware, hey, baby, hey. And she's receptive to it. Now, it ain't always been like that, but in this sweet ride we on right now, hey, I can approach and say, babe, stop spending up all the fucking money.
Yeah.
And I say it in a tone, so it can't be said it's my tone that I'm telling the truth.
What Mika say is, she always say like, you keep me grounded. That's her term. She's like, you keep me grounded. Because it's Christmas time right now, so it's some counters that we want to get done in the mud room at the house. It's some DIY projects. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I want to get a new vehicle soon. So we're discussing finances and shit like that. So she bring up these counters. She's like, we should get the counters for the new year. I'm like, babe, enough shit going on right now. We're going to be on a boat in June, you know what I'm saying? So we certain shit, planning for that as well. Want to get a car. It's enough going on at one time. And then you throw on Christmas. Ain't nothing we could do about that. We got 4 kids and each other, moms and shit. We got to get shit for. Chief Ali needs shit,
I could benefit.
So I'm like, babe, after Christmas, let's drop that load first. And then let's bring in the countertop. We don't need countertops every month. We ain't Christmas shopping every month.
I make my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches just fine up here right now.
Yeah. But that's one of the things she kind of like, and that's what she say, like, you keep me grounded. It's kind of like, hold tight. We ain't had it this whole time. Hold up. Don't put too shit. I don't like too much shit being on my plate at once.
Yeah, I get overwhelmed with that shit. I agree with you.
It's like, let me get done with this first. In this case, let's get Christmas out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Like, fuck that. Let's get that done first, then we can bring in something. Oh, well, let's get 2 things off the plate and bring in 1.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And just tackle shit, man.
Those conversations is healthy, bro. Those conversations is healthy, man. I think they overlook some time of y'all being able to sit down and talk about, like, micromanage the small things in a relationship, like finance, like budgets, like define the responsibilities of handle things, man. I'm not, and I've seen it on other shows and heard other people talk about it. I'm not really a big fan of like the 50-50 or like this, like they hell bent on it. You not a man if you don't pay all the bills. It's like, nigga, she is neurosurgeon.
Damn.
What the fuck I need to be bopping floors for?
My wife can't be great. Not that stay-at-home moms aren't great, but my wife can't be amazing and be married.
Yeah, hey, I thought America was a melting pot. I didn't think it was just like communist, like everything is one way. Like I don't know. Don't quote me on communist.
So check this out. I want to see this. So if you see a successful married woman, she's a neurosurgeon. Let's go ahead and be extreme. You will look at her not knowing her husband and say, her husband ain't shit. He ain't a man. Like, what? I'm pretty sure she would say, my man is fucking everything to me. He helped me get through school.
Yeah.
Like, not just financially, but like really helped me get, like, babe, you got homework.
Flashcard. Hey,
yeah, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's so much more that goes into a relationship than just the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's important too.
Yeah, you had mentioned on the other show, man, that finance is one of the biggest things for like divorce.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest reasons for divorce.
Yeah,
infidelity and finance.
Yeah, fucking and money. Fucking and finance. But I believe that, hey man, a lot of people, I don't think that more people have more money than the next person for real. I think people manage their money better or differently than the next person.
Yeah,
you know
because I had that, hey man, like I told before, man, I was thinking about this. Reminded me what I was thinking about earlier when I was driving. I had to send my finances to therapy.
For real?
I had to send my finances to therapy. Y'all, hey, you need to talk to somebody. Here, go to therapy. Now, I'm the therapist, and I'm, advice and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But I had to send my finances to therapy, man. 2024, it's kind of like, hey, it gets to the point where you're like, hey, hold the fuck up. We too all right to be. All right, I'm gonna get the 4 for 4. And let me see. Y'all got some fries in there y'all want? Like, no. And I'm being goofy, man. But it gets to the point where you're like, hang on, let's look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell my little brothers this shit, man. Shout out to Jerome, man. His brother's birthday tomorrow. He'll be
shout out, bro.
What nigga be 22? I still don't let the nigga drink in front of me.
For real?
I was just always, nigga, you the baby, nigga. You ain't drink.
Little bro.
Hey, I get everybody, I be fucking with him, man. I hope he hear this. I'm having an event at my house. I get everybody, I bring out my glasses and shit. You know what I'm saying? For the drinks. I bring that nigga plastic cup.
Get that nigga some ginger ale.
Bring that nigga one of them Raisin Cane's cups, the little baby, little kids cups. But shout out to my bro Jerome, babe. Happy birthday, babe. Happy birthday to you, bro. But no, man, but when you really break it down and look at this shit, like, free to speak, is when the last time you looked at your bank statement? And break your shit up in categories. How much did you spend on entertainment? How much we was talking about them subscriptions.
Yeah, hey.
Dive into them subscriptions and see, like, what's coming out your account. Dive into them Chick-fil-A trips.
Yeah, them fast food runs, man. Nothing. Hey, man, most fast food runs ain't nothing less than probably $11.
Yeah, and not that you can't go, but imagine, I'm gonna just get hey, you know what? Imagine just cutting your fast food trips in half.
To start, yeah,
nigga, half.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you one of those people who say you eating out on average 1.5 times a day, average 1.5 times a day, that means you getting breakfast and lunch. You going instead of packing your lunch. Start packing your lunch 3 times a week. See how your finances change. And don't be packing the fucking food you bought the day before. Okay, get some groceries, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I packed these Wendy's. No. But just little shit like that. Make it a good, like, I'm going to pack my lunch on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Not Friday. That's the day to go.
That's the day to go.
Monday,
normally
Wednesday,
your appetite changed when that direct deposit hit. You feel okay.
Nigga, you saw me earlier. Nigga. That little punk ass burger. Nigga, payday tomorrow.
Yeah,
burger flat as fuck. I couldn't get a day's double.
Yeah, man. But I'm a huge person when it comes to the finances. Like, I'm a huge person when it comes to financial literacy.
I be having to ask you shit.
Hey, man, I swear by it, and I only give my story. Like, there's no secrets.
Yeah.
If I can give you that, there's no secrets. There's really a level of discipline. It's really
that's like the biggest thing.
That's the biggest one. It's really a level of discipline. It's really of budgeting, making yourself a budget, like, man, sticking to the budget and disciplining yourself to do it.
Yeah.
Especially you got, things you want to do. And I say remain goal oriented. If you're like, man, I want to save a few bucks for this, or I want to do this or do that, that'll discipline you that way. Most people are like, I got a vacation coming up, I got a trip coming up.
Yeah.
You'll find you working harder to get what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mika got her a savings book. Got the little pockets and shit in there. It's I want to say it's 100 pockets. But in each pocket, you put that amount in that pocket. So in pocket number 1, you put $1. Pocket number 2, you put 2. Number 3, you put 3. So on and so up to 100.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's all said and done, I want to say it's 5 rack. But you got 100 in this one, 99, 98, 97, 90. Add that shit up. And we could somebody do math real quick. Let me know how much that is.
Yeah, about a couple of about five.
Yeah, but it's supposed to, and she been putting that little, okay, I got it. And she don't do it in order. Like, okay, $1, $2. She'll skip up to 48. Go back to 12, which is
100. This was the change.
Yeah, like, okay, so I got my 96 in there, and my 12, and the 19, and the 34. You know what I'm saying? But it's good shit, man. And she big on that. And like been rubbing off on me with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want our shit to be solid.
Yeah, Nessa the same way with it. Like, I mean, I'm addicted to money.
Okay.
Like, I'm addicted in a healthy manner.
What you told me a long time ago, you telling me this. You said, nigga, I become addicted to saving money.
Saving money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that I learned different versions of saving money, meaning like saving cash won't never make you rich.
Nah.
Okay, to never get you rich.
It's a scary mentality.
Applying, our country runs on credit, runs on debt. Okay, it runs on debt. It doesn't run on money. It runs on debt, which means everybody owe everybody. Is why it's always an exchange bargain, like a bartering thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get you some, and I always stay like, get you some credit. That's your cushion. Get you some, and you ain't got to use all of it. But it's like, man, they really happy if you come in there asking for money, and if you look halfway decent, man, or your shit look halfway decent, and some bank a deal with you, man. They give you $200. They're giving you what they feel like they can potentially afford to lose, and you just getting yourself into the door.
And just grow from there.
I promote to people, like, I got very addicted to saving money, especially when we got in business, because you get a whole new set of bills, man. You get staff and stuff like that. You got insurances. You got 941 taxes, all of that, man. And it's tax season now for us, so that's what has me reconciling. And in the next 2 weeks, bro, I'm gonna get real passionate. You're gonna hear me reflecting on the year. Don't come up like,
I'm gonna have them miles for you.
For sure.
Like
for
on
sure.
January 3rd, I'm gonna have them bitches.
Bet. Because the accountant be on us, man. He be rushing us like, hey, I don't want to wait to fucking April 15th for you guys
getting
again.
extensions,
like,
and now we in September.
For the last 2 years, bro, I ain't had to get an extension, and I felt pretty good about that.
I need to change some shit, man. Me and Mick, we end up owing. You hit a certain point, that refund shit over with.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we always end up owing. Now the days of getting a refund is, we fuck around and get $12. Oh, cool. All right, you want Chipotle? But we need to change our deductions.
That's why y'all end up owing more. Like for most people.
So it's like another $60 each per pay would come out. And then when you do the math, it's like, that's why we owe. So we need to change our deductions so where more is coming out weekly. So then come into the year, we may not get a refund, but we don't owe shit.
Yeah. And most people,
I need to do that this month.
For sure, man. And most people, and I'm no huge guru on it, man, but I love kind of giving people information that can, that they may be overlooked. Like most people don't know how to fill out a W-4 form at the job. And then after 2020 and Trump got in office, like it really changed on how it was set up of head of household, how many dependents you got. It was real straightforward, but it's like it puts you in a tax bracket. It makes you know what tax bracket you in. But for most people who get larger refunds, they took more federal taxes and things out of their check, and most people don't really make that much money.
Yeah.
So they get a larger refund back at the end of the year. And it's not even like, and I say this too, remember, everything you spend is taxed. Yeah. Everything you go into the corner store, your shit taxed. You go into the license bureau, get shit taxed, your gas tax, your food, it's all taxed. So you paying mad taxes. Yeah, you paying double taxes. You getting mad tax throughout the year. So for people who are in a substantial place, you are taxed at a different percentage or a different level. So it may be sometimes in your best interest to have more dependents or them to take more money out. You make an honest payment of them. Hey, y'all can deduct a little bit more so that, like you said, you aren't owing. And if you do, you may get a few $100 back, if anything. 96. But you didn't live well throughout the year. You satisfied Uncle Sam. And hey, you satisfied yourself on, man, my car, my kids, my this, my that, boom, 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 boom. So I
won't come the end of 2025 because they sent our estimate for 2024 already. Like, bitch, don't be guessing, huh?
Yeah, it's called predictions. They just be predicting.
But so she opened the shit. She's like, damn, it's fucking 19. I'm like, 19 what? Oh. It'd be all right.
Yeah. Y'all at a place too, man. Y'all in like that 5%.
Yeah, but it's like, it comes with education. You know what I'm saying? So us learning that, it's kind of like, all right, come 2025, let's switch up them deductions. Long term, you don't see that shit till 52 weeks later, and you're like, all right, bet, nigga, now the income tax, okay, cool.
Yeah, the annual annual reconcile, they call it. Like,
yep, we gonna do that.
So for people, freedom speakers, just giving y'all this clue, man. For a lot of people out there that lie about being students in school to get refund checks and all kind of different scam ways. But I know most definitely when I was growing up, that was the one people would lie and say they were students to get that little student credit. Okay. The government be knowing. Okay, the government be knowing, and when they reconcile, so for example, as an employer, the same W-2 that we send the employees, we send the city, the state, and federal of money that we spent and who it was allocated to. When you go to school and say that you was a student, that's tuition, that's money, it's numbers. They can be like, oh, I ain't had nobody enrolled in this bitch. Name this nigga. Yeah. They didn't have this. This motherfucker ain't no school books. So how the fuck is they on school? And then sometimes you can be like, hey man, I'm taking online classes at the library. It's like, show me some transcripts. Show me an F, motherfucker. Show me you failed at least a class.
Yeah.
So, but when they reconcile to the government, in most industries, most businesses have to file taxes or at least report. Some you get it's all classified different ways, but because we have employees and we are a business that has to classify and show funds and stuff where it went, so the other institutions have to do it too. So when you may have turned in 3 or 4 of your W-2s to H&R Block to get your shit done, once they enter into this system of you claiming you as a student or you claiming deductions, claiming this, they're waiting to get reconciled numbers from, hey, you said you spent $5,000 over here as a write-off. We waiting for them to show a $5,000 credit that they got from you.
Right.
Okay? And if it ain't that, bitch, that's where you get audited. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get audited and they start be looking at your shit. Especially, you might can get away one or 2 years. 1 or 2 years. But when you start making a career out of that, they'll send them federal IRS agents knocking at your door. I know personally, man. Shout out to
what's her name? Red dress.
Joanne Gross. She was the first one. And then it was one I just went to earlier this year they tried to say that I was delinquent for some taxes last year, and I'm like, no, I had a credit.
I was proud of you.
I was credit, bro. I was proud of me too. I walked out a free fucking man. Shit.
You know what, Mr. John? Yeah, he's right. I had to go back and start whispering. So.
And I promote for anybody that when you going in there dealing with the IRS, man, bring representation.
Be nice.
One, be nice, comply, but don't pay them more than what they don't owe, what you don't owe them.
Somebody on the phone.
That's them calling now. I heard you talking about.
But
that was the IRS calling. I heard you talking shit, man.
I heard you talking shit. We gonna get your bitch ass.
End of the year, nigga.
Yeah, man. They sent out notices.
Get ready, yeah, man.
Especially since, man, we gave raises and shit. They're like, oh man, hold on, wait, you spending our money. You spending our money. You still delinquent on something. You still gotta pay us some shit.
Like that. You ever know, like, I've been like reconciling with debt and shit like that. And so once you settle some shit, them other motherfuckers like, hey.
You forgot about us.
How you doing? Yeah. Remember 2018? Remember that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So heard you're feeling good. Like,
you better.
Yeah,
You up.
What's up? How much?
Yeah, so when we, in 2017, 2018, when we bought our first house, that's what happened to us. I owed taxes at that time, and it wasn't just taxes, it was tax lien. Like, all of this is public knowledge, man. You can go look it up. It's public knowledge. And when you go look up the tax lien, look up the tax release too, because they all clear.
That's right.
All right,
but hit you with the Fat Joe
for sure. But but it's like, hey, to see how much money I made, to see how much money I owe, let you know how much money I made.
Lean back.
But but the IRS is vicious, bro. They vicious, and they take your shit. But what we ended up doing was we had to show our home was going to cost X amount of dollars to put down, and we had an FHA loan, 3.5%. But we still had to show X amount of dollars inside of our bank account, and the way in order to do that, we had to give ourselves raises to be able to do it within this time before we close.
Yeah.
The company had the finance, but then at the same time, this was me learning more of business of we financially putting ourselves in dire straits, and we didn't need to, and the company's sitting fat when it really it's a healthy financial exercise, depending on where you sit at, like to the company to be financially broke, but you doing okay.
You get a fuck.
So that if something was to happen, hey, you can dissolve the company and start over, or you can build a company out on your own, compared to, nigga, you got to keep moving and shit because you fucked up. But that's different financial strategy. So learning that, we gave ourselves substantial raises. Soon as the second direct deposit of that motherfucking shit hit the second cycle, cause they, it's like, oh, we start getting letters from everybody like,
what's been a mistake? And that second one.
I mean, the second one, they like, no, that's the new pay.
2 Fridays. Oh, get and call him.
They ain't about to let a month and a half go by and be like 6 pays. 3 pays. They might let 3 pays, but they start sending like, oh man, you owe this on your credit, which was healthy for us anyway to get clean our credit up, because it helped us with the interest rate. You know what I'm saying? If you got a decent credit score, you can get a good interest rate.
Yeah.
We're self-employed, so it showed like, hey man, we made good money, but we weren't W-2 employees at that time. It was just a sole proprietorship of me and Nessa was an employee.
Gotcha.
But we were at a financial place where we needed the structure to be an escort where I can give myself a substantial salary. I really was just living off books, you know what I'm saying? I had a budget, but I'm really living off that for myself. But glad that we switched over to escort, because now, like I said, I'm a W-2 employee. I get the same benefits that all the employees get. And I'm healthy negotiating on good shit because I use it too. But we learned that, bringing it full circle, we learned that, gave ourselves the substantial raise. All the people that we were delinquent with that we needed to pay off anyway, start reaching out. And normally it's the not the court, the lawyer's office reaching out, especially if it's going to like collections.
Yeah.
The lawyer's office like, hey, I was willing to settle, but at this time, bro, like I said, I owe Time Warner Cable That shit got up to the $131 bill that I ever paid. That got up to like $300 something dollars. That got up to $500 something dollars. But these niggas was willing to settle for $237. Clean you right off your credit. Remember, it's on the business side, it's money already paid in debts. Like they already lost it. They already wrote it off as a loss. So now you just covering your debt. It really, regardless of paying the money to them, it really you paid yourself to get out of jail free on that shit for real.
That shit
you know what I'm saying?
That shit helps you.
It comes off your credit. I don't care if it show, oh man, we will say whatever you say. It's like, hey, it's one less nigga I owe. And that's what people who loan you money look at. Look at like, if we were to give you this money and something was to happen, who could we get it back? How far in line are we to get our money back? Who else do you owe? And now that's what it be like. Who else do you owe? So I preach that. I preach it. So niggas don't be asking me for fucking money or feel like that I'm telling secrets or something, where I done come up with some philosophies like, no, man, I got punched in the mouth by the governments by not managing this shit right. Okay? Freedom speaker. Understand your bands. Budget your shit. Make the bank your friend. They're willing to give you money. People used to rob the motherfucking bank because that's where the money at. Nigga, get your shit together. They'll be more than willing to give you some money, and they're really easy about you not paying them back on time. They'll just take it out in blood or interest on your shit. They give you time. They're a lot easy. Hey, man. Hey, trust me. You ain't gonna have to fight the teller. You don't pay back that $20 on time.
They ain't trying to bust your kneecaps out and shit. They ain't gonna leave no dead rat at your door and shit like that.
You know, a horse head in your bed? Nah, man. But Freedom Speakers, we actually forgot to start off this beautiful episode with our prayer that we usually do.
We practice.
Bear with us on, missing it this at the beginning. But we most definitely did not forget to bless y'all with a prayer at the end of this one. So, Lo, looking to end this off in prayer.
I got you. For sure. Freedom Speakers, bow your heads. Chief. Dear Lord, thank you once again for bringing us together. Thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the snow. Lord, we thank you for each and every person listening to this podcast right now. We hope that you've used us to reach their ear to hopefully gain something and learn something so they can use something in their lives to benefit themselves and ultimately give you the thanks, because it all turns back to you, God.
Mm-hmm.
It all turns back to you. You are the reason. And as we move even deeper into this holiday season, Lord, we want to thank you for the snow. Thank you for the feet. Thank you for the boots on our feet, God.
Mm-hmm.
We know and we're grateful. It's people in this world who aren't as fortunate as others, as fortunate as we are. And as we look to move through this journey, we look to also keep you with us, and we hope that you cover us. Lord, we ask that you reveal to us your will. And we hope that every day we're moving in the right ways and saying the right things and teaching the right things and being good examples of stewardship, being good examples and even role models for men like us, for women who need somebody to talk to, for children who need someone to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
God, thank you so much, God. In your son Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Yeah, solid, man. Hey, Freedom Speakers, thank y'all so much. So much once again, man. Me and Chief, we greatly appreciate every single one of y'all. I mean that. And thanks for being here along with us on this journey once again. And we gonna catch y'all on the flip. For Chief Ali, I'm Laylo the Most, and this is Permission to Speak
Freely.
Keep it.